Honestly, okay. Here he is. Do you have anything to say?
Foolish mortal. I will take over the world and
Guess
fart in
not.
your face.
Thanks for stopping by, partner pal. Okay. Well, hello there. That wasn't the intro I was gonna do. Okay, this was the one I was gonna do because this makes me feel like a cheetah girl. Cause we are sisters, we stay together. Oof. I'm not an only child, so I'm definitely can't relate to sisters. I know what that's like. Never asked my parents for a sibling, cause what? Cause I asked Santa for one. I did, and you know what? It didn't work, and that might be because my dad is Jewish, but it also might be because, you know what else this also gives me? Lizzie McGuire, you know what? Dreams are made of this because it's my damn birthday and I have bangs, so shut up about it. What? Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. Hey now, bangs are what dreams are made of. I only fuck them up a little, they're just little bit uneven, but if you're really far, they look okay. Yeah, I'm serving you genie realness for my birthday because that's what I want to do. So I don't really know why you're still trying to argue with me. But let's go ahead and get into some Reddit stories. Oh my god, I cracked my neck from that, so must be the universe telling me that was so good. I almost fucking broke my damn... I almost died over it. So, alright, today, because my other video still won't export, which by the way, pause, I promise you we're gonna get right into it, but the other video was me reviewing bad vertical films, and it keeps getting copyrighted literally no matter what I fucking do. Like, the footage doesn't even look like real people anymore. But it's really funny. Like, here's a clip.
What'd you do with the baby? Her baby? I dumped it by the trash can where it belongs. No! She won't last long out there on a rainy day like this.
You cold-hearted bitch. You're a cold-hearted baby, boom, 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 bah. You're a cold-hearted baby, dumping bitch. You're a cold bitch. This is terrible, but this reminds me of that meme where like this girl says she unfortunately had to terminate a pregnancy of twins, and the girl was like double homicide, and everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
You just had an abortion? Twins?
Twins.
Yeah, double homicide.
Bitch.
No, I'm sorry.
So here's what I need y'all to do. And enough of this quietness, okay? I'm gonna need to hear something. Do you guys still want me to drop this video, or should I just consider it cursed and move on? You let me know. And also, how the fuck am I supposed to wear this scarf? Because I have like this, right? Makes me feel very like, excuse me, Jeeves. If you wouldn't mind pulling the Bentley around, I've gotta go get a McCaviar. Excuse me, Jeeves. What is grocery shopping? I don't understand. Can you pull the car around? Yeah, Jeeves. Sorry, I don't understand. Could you pull the car around? I don't understand because like, you said you need to go get the mail. What is that? Like, I just need you to pull the car around. Okay, but then there's this. Okay, it could go like this, which is giving like that girl from Hercules. What was her name? Magdoodla? Yeah, that's not right. Anyways.
DD Megadoodoo. I'm sorry.
So it could be like this, okay? It's giving more like, oh my god. And there I was, just a lonely girl in the city of, what? Oh my god, there I was, just a lonely girl in the streets of New York. Eating a bagel, salmon and lox. Here I am, thrifting, and I just think that life isn't so bad. Alright, anyways, let's get to it. We're doing Reddit stories again. Please don't talk about my bangs because they're only good like a little bit of the time. They go wonk every few minutes and there's nothing I can do about it. And there's nothing you can do about it. So let's just get over it. As always, Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Listen to my music. It really means the world to me. I'm feeling more wings now. Oh, yeah, my name is Lilac. Let's get to it because you're talking too much. Because you're talking too much because you're derailing me by talking so much. Damn. We have been on this saga of reading the worst Reddit stories based on other Redditors. And today, we're gonna continue that because, listen, I found some more that I'm like, what the okay? So now let's get down to it. Here we go. Am I the asshole for rejecting the worst name ever for our offspring? Oh, and there's updates, okay. So my husband, 38 male, and I, 36 female, are expecting our first child, a bouncing baby girl, due in a few months. We were both over the moon when we found out the gender. But now things have gotten complicated, to say the least. See, when we first started talking about names, the quote-unquote boy name was immediately decided. Stuart Jr. You know, some names don't need to be a junior. God bless any Stewarts out there. Any Stewarts. Not Stewarts. Stewarts, you know, I'm sure you're cool. But Stuart is just like, I think it's one of those names that's only cute for a kid. Right? Because like you have a little kid and like little suspenders and you're like, this is Stuart. There he is. He's eating cheese. He's a mouse. And then when they grow up, it's like, yeah, mom and dad, this is my husband, Stuart. It's definitely not sexy to say during adult activities, if you know what I mean. You can't be like, yes, Stuart. I don't know. That's just, hey, who? Because you're saying that there's a name that's bad, but you're already going with bad. But okay, anyways, and I do apologize to Stewarts. You're beautiful, gorgeous people, I'm sure. No problem there. It's a classic name and carries family meaning. But for a girl, things got murky. Okay, what do we think he's gonna throw out there? What could be a name that they wouldn't like? Trinketory. What's he gonna say? I'm honestly think that they're gonna say something completely normal like Hannah. That was actually almost my name, Hannah Brown. And yeah, and it doesn't fit me at all. So, you know, let's see. I think it's gonna be like Sarah and she's gonna be like, no. Oh God, I saw it. My husband suggested Stuarta. You guys, this isn't real. No way. That sounds like a fucking medication. If you or your loved ones are experiencing explosive diarrhea, now it can all go away with Stuarta. Take 3 times a day, except if you are allergic to anything ever. And you will get rid of the diarrhea, but you'll also die a painful, fiery death. But that's okay, because life is better with Stuarta. You guys are okay, I'm gonna have to move my bangs out of my face for this one because number one, they're getting stuck in my eyelashes, but also, Stuarta?
Huh?
I don't even know how you say that seriously.
Well, yeah, the boy was gonna be Stuart, so the girl will be Stuarta.
Stuarta, especially because it sounds like they're in the South, and that's how it's gonna get said. Stuarta. You know what? Okay, no, you're not having a stroke. Thank you. Apparently his logic is that since Stuart ends in T, we can just add an A to it to make it feminine. I'm trying to think of another name that ends in a T to see how insane that is. Because it is. Granta? Really? That's what you're gonna tell me right now? Granta? Alright. Granting me more time to get away from you because you suck. So, yeah, there it is. There it is. Peak content there. Peak comedy. What the fuck other male names end in T? You guys are probably screaming some in the comments. Except no, you're not, because nobody likes to talk to me in my comments because you guys don't want to validate that I need constant attention because I'm an only child, light skin. You guys just like to let me talk to myself in the comments. So I guess Santa's not bringing me another sibling in y'all either. Boy names that end with T. Wyatt, Wyetta. Everett, Everetta. It's not the worst. Robert, Roberta. Okay, it does work. That works. Okay. Elliot, Elietta. Vincent, Vincetta is nice, actually. Vincetta is nice. I have no issues with that. Anyways, you get the deal. It doesn't work. I tried explaining why that doesn't work. How it sounds more like a furniture brand than a human name. And she's right. And now, at your local Stuarta, mattresses are 50% off. How have you ever lived without this classic Stuarta memory foam? And now you can put 0 down and then you get nothing. And then, but hey, wait. But then you can put $50,000 down and we'll like totally call you. Like, we'll give you something. Like, it'll probably be like a pin or something, but don't even worry about it, dude. All you have to do is put it down like 50 grand and Stuarta's got you. It also sounds like an airline brand. And now, flying high with Stuarta. Nothing beats a Stuarta 2 holiday. Okay, I gotta move on. Anyway, this story is so fun. I feel like the others are so dark that this was so dumb. I love it. All right, it sounds more like a furniture brand than a human name, and how she'd be endlessly correcting people and explaining its origin. He's adamant though, saying it honors him while giving our daughter a unique name. Bitch, why do you need to be honored? What the fuck did you do? What's so special about you, Stuart? That is crazy. Like, I guess I never thought about like passing down names, but it is kind of like, yeah, I'm the fucking coolest, so pretty much everyone's gotta be cool too. Let your fucking children have their own identity, hello? What in the hell to honor you? Stuart, ugh. I'm gonna need you to get over yourself, friend. I've suggested alternatives. Feminine names that maybe share a similar sound or meaning to Stuart, which would be what? Brewert? What? Hello? What sounds like Stuart that's a feminine name? Cruert? What? Just give it up. Stuart is a bad name. This is making me double down on the Stuart hatred, honestly. And there's probably a perfectly nice Stuart out there that doesn't deserve it, but for now, oh my god. So, suggesting names that sound similar to Stuart, or names he's mentioned liking in the past, even just going back to the drawing board entirely, but he is fixated on Stuarta. Sounds like a personal problem, Stuart. Now, I love my husband dearly, and I understand wanting to honor family. Why? He's the first one. You know how weird it is, I feel like, in this time and period, to be like, yeah, the name's Fish, and like, I'm gonna name my kid Fish Jr. Like, I could understand it back in the day, maybe, but why would you do that now? I need to be honored. Okay, I just finished fucking grabbing lumber at the Home Depot for a contracting job, so someone's gotta memorialize me, all right? I'm building a porch, actually, so don't talk to me and Stuarta. Don't even look at my fucking daughter, okay? She's on the tractor going the fuck away from you guys. Did they even say anything about a farm? I'm just picturing a farm. I really am. I can't imagine subjecting our daughter to a lifetime of awkward stares and endless questions about her unusual name. I also worry about potential bullying and the impact it could have on her self-esteem. So, Reddit, am I the jerk for refusing to budge on Stuarta? Is there any compromise I haven't considered? Help a soon-to-be mama out. TLDR, husband wants to name our daughter after himself in a really, really bad way. I think it's terrible and will set her up for a lifetime of awkwardness. Am I the asshole? Oh goodness. All right, what's the update? First, the good news. We have a beautiful, healthy baby girl. She weighed in at 7 pounds, 4 ounces. That sounds like a big ass baby. Is that normal? Maybe it is, I don't know. And already has the most incredible head of dark hair. Seriously, where did that come from? Labor was a marathon, not a sprint. 18 hours of fun, but the amazing nurses kept me fueled up on ice chips and cheesy encouragement. Now for the not so good news. The name situation. Buckle up because this might take a minute. Oh, what? Oh, okay. So we're going into nuance already. I'm a little bit scared because it sounds like you're gonna say he's not budging on Stuarta right before pushing started. Oh no. You're gonna do this while she's in labor, Stuart? Oh god, you're such a fucking Stuart, bro. This is how I picture Stuarts. Right before pushing started, things got a little heated between me and Stuart. Yeah, of course you gotta argue with your pregnant wife who's in labor. Apparently, the stress of contractions made him even more attached to Stuarta. I'm sorry, bitch, what? The stress of my contractions are making you feel like, well, since you're in so much pain, now we gotta name the baby something you don't like, because you're going through all this, so you might as well hate the name. Hi-yo, dee-dee-dee-dee-da-do-da, dee-dee-dee-dee-do, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, kick Stuart to the fucking curb. Stuart. Oh, Stuart. Okay. I can't. The stress of me being in pain makes you want. Okay. He was pacing the room, muttering about family legacy. If it's family legacy, why are you the first? Shouldn't there be like 3 Stuarts ahead of you? I'm sorry. Did I miss where they said that, fucking Stuart is a family name? Because if I did, it's a bad name. Get over it. I don't know. Anyways. Ugh. Also, not him having a breakdown while you're in labor, pacing the room like, it's gotta be Stuart. It's gotta be Stuart. This family has a legacy. Legacy to being crazy. Okay. Why do I sound like that Mickey Mouse? Whatever it is. Anyways, he was pacing the room, muttering about family legacy while I was doing some very impressive Lamaze breathing exercises. I don't know what that means, but more power to you. Suddenly, my water broke with a rather impressive pop. Let's just say it startled everyone in the room, including Stuart. And then he started punching nurses. It's gonna be Stuart. I don't know. Anyways, the nurse, bless her heart, took advantage of the distraction and very calmly started prepping for delivery. Everything after that was a blur of pushing, encouraging words, and the most amazing head of dark hair emerging into the world. The second our daughter was out, screaming her little lungs out, a wave of pure primal love washed over me. It was in that moment, staring at this tiny, perfect human being, that the name debate completely evaporated. There was no way I could call this beautiful little girl Stuarta. So, what did we end up with? In the haze of postpartum bliss, I blurted out the first name that popped into my head. The name of the incredible nurse who'd coached me through labor. Ella. Aww, you named her after the nurse. That's so cute. Okay. Yes, Ella. Not exactly the most adventurous choice, but in that moment, it felt perfect. Strong, steady, kind. Just like the woman who'd helped bring our daughter into the world. Stuart, bless his confused heart. Oh, bless his heart. Bless is not, now we're getting bless your heart. That means y'all hate each other. Just looked at me. Then at our daughter, then back at me again. Finally, he let out a shaky laugh and said, Ella, it is. Great. Thanks for all the support and hilarious Stuarta comparisons. Here's to sleepless nights, endless diaper changes, and the incredible journey of parenthood. I can't decide if I want to pronounce it Sturata or Sturarta. Either way, it's just so bad. It's just so bad. Okay, here we go. Am I the asshole for taking my girlfriend's lasagna home when she said I could? Let's get it. Not lasagna problems. Okay, that being his username is not helping me take him seriously. All right. My girlfriend and I are both college students. She lives in an apartment on her own and I live with my parents. On Sunday, my girlfriend made homemade lasagna for our date night. She made everything from scratch, including the noodles. It was really good, so after we finished, I asked if I could take lasagna home for my family to try. She said yes. Oh no. You took the whole thing? Okay. When I left that night, I took the tray of lasagna with me. My girlfriend didn't walk me out, so she didn't see me take the tray. On Monday, I got a text from my girlfriend asking where her lasagna was. I told her I had taken it home for my family. She said, I thought you were going to take some, not the whole thing. I spent most of my food budget for the week on it with the intention to eat leftovers for the rest of the week. Now I don't know what I'm going to eat. I felt bad and apologized, but pointed out that I had asked her if I could take it home, and she didn't tell me that I couldn't take the whole tray. You were supposed to ask if you could take the whole tray. It's not up to her to say, hey, don't be a psychopath and take the whole tray. Oh my god. I felt bad, but I did tell her that I wanna gotcha. Because I actually did ask you. I asked you specifically if I could have the lasagna. That's not a right apology then. She said it should have been obvious that I shouldn't take the whole thing since the tray was so big. Zoe. To be fair to her, it was a really big tray. My family of 5 only just finished the tray yesterday after eating it for dinner both nights. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, if you want to take a little bit for the family to try, you take a little bit. You don't take the whole fucking thing. Especially if it's that big. What the hell? Anyways, but I don't think the size of the tray makes it obvious that I shouldn't take it. I'm by a beach. And it's pretty. And I'm talking to a bunch of hot men that don't talk back. They just listen. And they fan me. And they send me different frequencies that let me know that I'm loved and validated, and I don't even have daddy issues anymore because boop, it's cured. And they're feeding me, and they laugh at all my jokes, and it's beautiful. And they're bringing me apple juice in a champagne flute. Okay, I'm back. Monday night and last night, my girlfriend complained that she had to eat instant noodles for dinner so that she wouldn't blow her food budget, so you didn't even buy her anything else to replace it? Today, she's asking me if I can buy her a sandwich since I took her leftovers for the week. It sucks that she spent her food budget on the lasagna, but I think this is her fault for not being clear that I shouldn't take the whole thing. I don't think she's justified in asking me to buy her lunch because of it. She called me an asshole for not being willing to help her out. Am I the asshole? Oh, fuck. So you said no? She handmade a fucking lasagna, something that probably would make an Italian cry, and noodles up, bitch. And then she just asked you, after she spent all that time doing that, had to eat ramen for the week, she asked you to buy her a sandwich, which, by the way, as her boyfriend, you should just do. Like, you should just be like, yes, I care about you. You haven't had anything to eat. Have a sandwich. Like, okay. And suddenly Stuartadad is not looking so bad, right? Okay. Whoa, wee, wow, wow. Okay, all right. I'm bringing the bangs back out. I hope they don't look absolutely insane, but if they do, just please keep it to yourself. Okay. I gotta read the comments. Top comment, you are the asshole, but only for not hooking her up with food to eat since you took her meal plan for the week. Like, I get the miscommunication that happened, but you should have fixed that issue immediately and helped her out with some real food, guy. Different comment. Let's unpack this shit case. You say it took 2 days/dinners for a family of 5 to eat the whole thing. That is a lot of food. And common sense should tell you that it's pretty rude to take that much. Keep in mind, according to this math, you have taken 10 whole meals from this poor girl. Now she's only eating instant noodles? Those are only 300 calories and have almost 0 vitamins and minerals. Your girlfriend is literally starving and you refuse to buy her a sandwich? Forget the fact that this is all your fault. Who does this in general? Even if it were her fault, you're fine with her literally starving? On top of this, you say your girlfriend texted you Monday night about your mistake, but your family only just finished eating it for dinner last night, as in Tuesday night. So you didn't even return the lasagna after she pointed out the mistake. Oh, that's a good point. Because he could have just been like, all right, well, I'll bring it back. Yeah, wow. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to have to go get whatever's in my eye out of it. Y'all, the freaking cat hair I just pulled out of my eye, diabolical, okay? Like, probably it's inches, maybe even. Probably even one of them is just, it just came out of my eye. So, yeah, I also just got my birthday shoot photos back in the middle of this, so like, how cute. Okay. Well, that guy sucks. Here's another one. Am I the asshole for asking my husband to pay for our son's college with his daughter's fund? I, 36 female, have been married to my husband, 57 male, for 2 wonderful years. I have a son from a previous relationship. Okay. Already not his responsibility. Anyways, I have a son from a previous relationship, Noah, 18 male, and he has a daughter from his previous marriage, Grace, 17 female. My husband considers Noah his son and is in all but his name. Noah is an amazing student, high GPA, plays basketball and football, volunteers for charity, and is an all-around great person. Noah has recently received a likely letter from his dream school, and we are all ecstatic about it. My husband and I started talking about finances and how we were going to contribute towards tuition fees. I was a single mom until I got married, so I haven't gotten much say, but my husband has mentioned the fund he's been collecting for college since his daughter was born. Now, here's the part where I'm asking if I'm the a-hole for it, but please read the rest of this post before making judgments. I do explain myself. I asked my husband if we could use that money for Noah. It's enough for all 4 years of his degree. Okay, so you want to leave her with nothing. You weren't even talking about, because at first I was like, maybe she's just talking about taking a little bit, which would still be a no, but you talk about taking the whole thing. What about her? Does she want to go to college as well? He said no in the beginning, but I explained that while I love Grace, she isn't very academically inclined. Then, if anything, she needs more help because he would get like scholarships and funding and stuff. Average GPA, no extracurriculars, and has even said that she's going to the community college close by for the first 2 years. So if anything, that's saving on money. You should be happy that she's saying that, not taking it from her. Anyways, plus, she's a junior. We have a whole year to start building up another college fund for her. My husband is still on the fence, but at least he's not sticking with no. He wanted to talk to his daughter first and reiterate what I said above. It did not go well. You don't friggin' say. He said there was screaming involved and included her calling my son and I names that I will not be repeating here, accusing him of cheating on her mother, which was completely false and she knows it. We met 3 years ago, 7 months after his divorce. I've been getting a barrage of texts and voicemails from his ex-wife's side of the family calling me all sorts of names. My husband is disgusted with his daughter's words and actions and is pretty upset and down right now. I feel like I've caused this, but my mother, sister, and aunt are telling me that I did the right thing, that my son deserves that money. I heard about this sub and wanted to get an unbiased opinion. So, am I the asshole for asking my husband to pay for our son's tuition? But he's not our son, right? Because he's your son from a previous relationship. I was asked by the mods to say why I believe I may be the arsehole. Uh-oh, we got more British. Because of all of his daughters and ex-wives' family is saying that I am, and I can see how upset my husband is. I can't help but think I may have caused it. What do you mean you can't help but think you caused it? You definitely did. What the fuck? Top comment, you are the asshole, you are the asshole, you are the asshole. Whichever way you look at it, you are the asshole. And anyone who tells you different, aka your side of the family, is an asshole too. That's Grace's fund, not your son's. Quit it with the entitlement. And if your son is as academically and athletically gifted as you say he is, then he should be able to get some scholarships. Adoy, that's what I said. Getting a part-time job is also an option, as is getting financial aid. Your lack of planning and saving is on you. Grace shouldn't have to pay for it. Being a single mother is no excuse. Also, your hubby spent close to 2 decades saving up for that fund, and your plan is to use it and then make up for it in a year, and not even just use it for a year while you save up for the next 3 years. Still an asshole move, but to a lesser extent. But no, you want the whole lot. The entitlement is really strong with you. Your son is not entitled to Grace's money, whatever you think about her academic abilities. You denigrating them and her extracurriculars or lack thereof does not give you a pass to steal her college fund. And yes, steal, because that is what you would be doing. And the comments are edited. And since they are super okay with you taking money that's not yours, instead of stealing Grace's money, why don't you have your relatives, mother, sister, and aunt, contribute to St. Noah's college fund? Edit 3, you are the asshole for the our son but his daughter bit. That's what the fuck I said. Okay, update. I've accepted my judgment of being the asshole and have read a lot of comments. My husband and I have talked last night and he decided Noah won't get the entire fund. The plan is he will get enough for the first 3 years and the rest of the money will go to Grace. We will help Grace pay off any loans she may have to get Oh my God. We will help Grace pay off any loans she may have to get as soon as we are able and then start a new fund for our baby. So they're having a baby, okay. Grace told us to screw ourselves. Yeah, I would probably tell you the fucking same. She literally, you're gonna take 3 years worth of, wow. Okay, anyways, I'm freaking out. All right, Grace told us to screw ourselves. Why do I keep saying scoot over? Grace told us to screw ourselves when he told her, but we will still help her no matter what she does / says. That's so generous of you. Like I said, I've accepted my judgment, but I would be fine with being called a lot worse if it means my son can go to his dream school. The tea gets hot because we've got a comment from Grace herself. Okay, Grace said, "You can't be freaking serious, Christina." Sorry, that one I just had to get into the British of it all. When Victor asked me if this post was about me, I thought, no, she wouldn't be so crazy as to try and gain sympathy from this. But here you are. And the lies as well. Dad left us for you. That's why we call you a homewrecker, because you are. 7 months after the divorce, my ass. He went through that divorce while you lived with him. My mom told me not to hold that against him, that just because he was a bad husband didn't mean he was a bad father. Guess he's earned that new title. You lied to try and make yourself look better and thousands of people still hate you. Congratulations. Get her Grace. You don't have to show her any grace. Actually, go ahead and get her. Yeah, the fuck? I totally accept my you're the asshole judgment, but it doesn't matter because my spineless husband rolled over and agreed to betray his daughter for me. No, literally. Okay, oh God. Damn it! Most of these are deleted. It's so... Oh my God. I got a comment of the original post. Okay, I really want to read this one because all the comments were like I had to stop reading because the troll was too good. So there is maybe some indication that this is fake, but at least enough to piss people off. I don't know. Let's see what we got going. My male 64, wife, female 50, walked out about 5 years ago. She used an inheritance to buy a crappy house with an acre of land a couple states away. 3 of our 5 adult kids moved to the same area to be with her, and she took our disabled daughter too, and through trickery got sole custody of her and conned me into signing away any right to the house she bought. But she bought the house herself with her inheritance. Okay. Since everything was in my name and I had to pay for it, the only thing I let her take was her pillow and her clothes. So who bought okay, whatever. I pretty much sold everything else of hers and was very depressed and hurt for a while since it ruined my life when she left. Every year, she would ask if I would pay for a divorce as she was unemployed and always trying to start ridiculous businesses and was totally broke and said it was too hard to get a job with no work history. She's pretty much living off daughter's disability and working for cash, cleaning for decent people. I ignored her. Figured if it was so important for her, she could do it herself. They have indigent, okay, funds, but since I have money, she wasn't able to get any. So it's been that way for years. Still married, haven't seen her for years. I make sure she doesn't file taxes as a single person, but that's all. I don't bug her, she leaves me alone. Out of the blue, she calls me to sign off on her getting a loan to fix up her house. I say no. She whines and says they got no working water, need a well dug, yada yada, typical whines for her. Yeah, you know, the well-being of your kids, blah, blah, blah. This woman won't shut up. She claims signing is no obligation for me to pay, so I Google it. Seems in her state of Ohio, there is dower laws, I think he means dowry? I don't know. Where no matter what, if you're married, both of the married couple have to sign to get a loan against a property, and I have a right to a certain amount of the value if she sells it, even if it's in her name. I'm laughing as I Google about it. Yeah, it's so fucking funny that I have trapped my wife in this impossible situation and now she's trying to care for me and our kids and I won't let her. It's a fucking knee slapper. There's no way I'm signing that because she made her bed so she can lie in it. Okay, now, since I won't sign, she comes up with money for a divorce. Seems her business ideas make some money now. She's forced to hustle and isn't a kept housewife living it easy. Why do you hate women? Like, I just don't. Like, you're telling her to do it herself, and so she did, and you hate that too. So what's the tea? Because you're finally losing your grasp of control over her, and you're making fun of her business ideas that are apparently taking off for her, so good for her. What the fuck? But I'm not gonna make it easy for her, and I'm not gonna sign them either. Whew, I see why they said the trolling is really frustrating. Oh my god, I'm by a beach. And I'm dancing around beautiful women that uplift me and tell me that I'm a lovely spirit with voluptuous hips, but they don't say it sexually unless, you know, we feel a vibe, and then they do. But we're hula hooping. Nope. We're hula dancing around really good food, and a crab walks up with a diamond ring that he found from the ocean, and he says, "Hey, you can have this. Good job, champ." Whew, okay, I'm back. All right. My wife and girls think I'm an You couldn't even put ass. My wife and girls think I'm an dude, just because I won't let her get a divorce? Just because I'm holding her hostage? My son says I'm an asshole too for making her go without water. But I think even if I am, she is just getting a taste of what real adults have to live with and the consequences of her own actions. Oh my god. Real adults don't have to normally live with such an indignant, awful person, and they can just get a divorce. Like, I'm not saying divorce is all peachy and roses, but like, people that hold up divorces, there's a special place in hell for you, and it's called Judge Judy's divorce court. Anyways, she could be living easy, and it's not my fault she's not. Yeah, she just was with you, you mean? But she doesn't want to be with you, so you're punishing her for it. Yeah, commenter asking why she left, all this kind of stuff, and calling him a miserable wretch. Which he is. Okay, this one might be the last one. I might do a nice guys just because I haven't in a while. But here we go. Hey all, my female 27, husband male 29, and kids female 5 and female 3 are big fans of Frozen. I like it, but I'm not a fan the way they are. A couple of weeks ago, our daughters told my husband that they wished to be called Elsa and Anna, and my husband complied. This happened while I was at work, so I didn't see it occurring. Since then, they stopped responding to their real names and only respond to Elsa and Anna. I played along for a bit, but now I'm getting fed up. Especially since Christmas is coming and we will be seeing family. I began calling them by their real names, but my husband is still calling them Elsa and Anna. I asked my husband to stop, but he is refusing to do so, saying that it makes them happy and that they will outgrow it, and that just because I am a woman, it does not give me veto rights on how kids are raised. You know what it sounds like he needs to do? He needs to let it go, let it go. I don't like men anymore. Let it go, let it go. We should all just slam the door, 'cause men are really just the worst. And if the storm rages on, they can go hang out with Stuart. I told him that he's being irresponsible and living out his fantasy in having his daughters named Elsa and Anna. He actually wanted to name our kids Elsa and Anna, so he's a Disney adult? Ew, babe, please. Send him back to Mickey and send him back to Daddy Mickey Mouse and get it over with. I'm so sorry. You know, it's really a common pattern that I burp when I get like just enraged. So send him back to Daddy Mickey Mouse and get it over with. I hate it. It's 444. So that's how you know it's real. Okay, now I'm just gonna see if there's any good nice guys, because they're always fucking funny. So I actually had a nice guy experience where this guy asked for my number, but then refused to call me, but then called me on like the app that we originally met on, and then sent me a video 3 different ways on 3 different platforms that I'm pretty sure was AI, because one of my friends was like, that don't look real. And I was like, oh no, I'm getting scammed when I'm elderly, I fear. But it was him like, hey Nicole, how are you? Sorry, the arm was up. Hey Nicole, how are you? Maybe we can go get dinner. And I was like, hey, I don't even know what to say to that. And he's like, you can not know what to say over dinner. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Let it go. Let it go. Turn away, slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. Men always bother me anyway. Anyways, okay. I'm scared. Oh God. Okay, there are 2 that I see, so we're gonna do that and then we're gonna end it. Starts with him. Never a good sign. I had a good time hanging out with you tonight. It went by so fast. She said, I had a good time too. Time flies when you're having fun. Thanks for coming and for the drink. I really enjoyed it. He said, that's how I feel. I also want you to know that if you don't think we vibe or something, let me know. I promise I wouldn't be offended. I feel like we're good, but I just want to put that out there. Oh God. She's literally saying she had a fun time. What the fuck? Okay. Well, I typed that, so I had to send it. But I had a really good time. What in the whiplash?
I had a really good time.
Yes, indeed, so did I.
Yeah, well, if you don't like me, then just fucking say that then. Don't make me fucking feel something weird. But yeah, I also did still have a good time.
Oh my God. She said, I really appreciate you saying that. Do you? Why? And I want to be honest with you too. I've enjoyed spending time with you, and I think you're genuinely great. Okay, not the ChatGPT, I can already tell, because that little like dash, it's always a dash. Which that makes me sad that she probably knew this guy was fucking crazy and wanted to let him down gently. I'm just realizing the connection feels more friendly than romantic for me. I didn't want to keep things going without being clear, especially since you've been so open. He said, damn, that's unfortunate. I felt a connection more than that. I'm a bit awkward. This sucks. That's actually sad. I'm giving him douche voice, but he's not being a douche yet. He'll get there though. She said, I get why that feels disappointing, and I'm really sorry it hurts. I don't think you're awkward at all. You're very charismatic and fun. I just do not feel the same romantic connection at this point. He said, we've only been on one real date. I don't know. You won't find someone who would treat you better. I hope you find what you're looking for. She said, thank you. You too. Now this is where it should fucking end, right? Like what? Also, this reminds me of a dude who got my number and then called me like 30 times and then I blocked him and then he called me 20 more times from a different number. He was like, please just tell me what I did wrong so I can learn and grow for other women. Which, first of all, you fucking not being palatable to me doesn't mean you're not palatable to somebody else. But even if that's the case, it is not my responsibility to coach you into being more palatable for other people. Like, hello, it's not my, if you want to get better, cool. You can do that. It's not my responsibility to sit here and coach you through it. So I told him like, yeah, it's just not going to work out. We have different communication styles. Because I was trying to be nice and say, you called me 50 fucking times, you weirdo. And then he was like, I just don't see how you can like make a judgment when we've never even gone out on a date, but whatever. Like, bro, you called me 50,000 times. I don't need to go on a date with you to know that you're weird. He said, you're a loss. Don't hit me up when you're sad 6 months from now. It's happened before. Don't respond. And then he called her a bunch. And then he said, on a different platform, I'm assuming, I'm genuinely curious. If I would have been more forward and sexual, would that make a difference? I grew up in a house full of women, so I'm always been respectful. Yeah, that's what you're giving. This isn't the first time this has happened to me. What about don't hit me back up in 6 months when you're lonely, babe? I thought everyone's came crawling back. We had a connection. I don't know who you view it as friendly. Sorry, I'm frustrated and confused. I was upset in the moment. Blocking is crazy though. I want to find out what this issue is. Literally the guy I'm telling you about. It's the same fucking guy. Oh my god. It's me. I just totally missed the last slide of this post, and there is an update and now advice needed, which I have never seen on a nice guy's post. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it because what? All right. The last slide was him on yet another platform. And he said, I have to call that way because she blocked me. I'll continue. I don't care. I have some questions. She wasted my time and won't give me any answers. Send it to my mom. We're very open. What the fuck is happening? First of all, who's receiving this message? Maybe I'll get that in the update. But for right now, you do not have to know the answers. Okay. This goes to anybody, any gender, any identifier, any, like, whatever you identify as. Learn to take rejection, okay? You're going to have it at some point, whether it's a job, a person, a romantic interest, whatever it is, you're going to face it at some point. This is not cute. You do not get to be entitled to somebody being like, why don't you like me? Like, get the fuck over it. Okay, let's go to the update because it's kind of really fucking long. All right, this originally took place on Thursday. It is now Sunday. Here's where we're at. Kind of confusing, so I apologize. On Friday, a second phone number began texting my mom, asking her why she was contacting them repeatedly, claiming that they had multiple missed calls from my mother from the night before, Thursday. Not true. The only person my mother tried to call was the creep's actual phone number, not the secondary number. Why is your mom calling? How old are we? Doesn't say. Why is your mom calling the creepy boy? Don't give creepy guy your mom's number. They sent screenshots of it that we believe to be very, very poorly edited, and the timestamps on them make no sense. Rest assured, my mother did not further harass this man, and what they are claiming is not factual. They claim to have gotten a new phone and the new number. And when my mother explained the situation, they claimed to have no idea who this creep was. All of this took place via text. They eventually stopped replying. No proof it was him, but come on, it was him. We are assuming he's using a different phone or possibly an app to do this. Yesterday morning, I went to the local police department and spoke with an officer, which I felt very heard, and he seemed to take it seriously. Of course, there wasn't anything he could do at that moment. Fair enough. He did, however, give me a case number and suggested I take it to the court and request an order of protection. He said that he felt I had enough to do so. He gave me his card and told me that if he does attempt to contact me again, not my mom, to give him a call. I left the police station, called my mom to fill her in. As I was on the phone with either her... What? Okay. I don't know what she meant by that, but I'm just gonna read past that. As I was on the phone with her, she got a call from that secondary phone number. So she hung up with me and answered it. This was now a female who basically had the same story. I just got this new phone and you keep calling me. I don't know why. Did he leak the mom's number? Or I don't understand what's happening. Okay, that can't be possible because then how would they be calling? I don't know. I don't get it. Okay, I am an underage girl and this is really inappropriate. You need to stop. Oh my goodness, this is taking a turn. My mom was very polite and explained her situation. She let the girl know that the only person she had called was a dude who had been harassing her daughter, me. Again, this girl claimed to not know him. What was interesting is my mom said the girl kept taking long pauses, and it seemed as though she could hear someone else in the background telling her what to say. What in the absolute fuck is this? What? This is taking a turn. Like, what? Okay. This girl kept trying to get my mother's name, but my mom refused. Ultimately, my mom said, look, if you are involved, this has crossed the line and you need to tell him to stop. If you are not involved, I apologize that you have been roped into this. However, since we have already alerted the police and would appreciate any evidence, could you please send me the screenshots proving I called you multiple times? Smart. I do think it's still weird that the mom called him in the first place, but that's smart. The girl agreed to, but also seemed pretty spooked and claimed she did not want to be involved. We never heard back from her. No screenshots or proof were sent like she said she would. This is the last contact either of us have had. Now, I do know he has a sister. I was just gonna say, sounds like he has a sister. She about 27 or 28. So it could have been her. Oh my gosh, if she is 27 or 28 doing this bullshit, wow, that's embarrassing. We firmly do not believe that these are random strangers. We think he's trying to cover his ass and flip it by getting someone to help him. How would he be covering his ass by insinuating that the mom is talking to a minor, all because she didn't want to go out with him? Oh my gosh. Whew. My worry is what the hell he is possibly telling others that make them want to help him. Like, it is so clear this man had crossed a line. Here is where I am at. Another lovely commenter explained that while a protective order is well within my right to ask for, the process could lead to nothing or cause escalation. For some context, I am in Washington State, so getting a protection order will in fact go on his public record if granted. But then, I circle back to what if they do not grant it, and then what if he really does come after me? Do I follow through? Do I take the route of posting him on local Facebook groups as a warning to other women? I mean, could that make me look like I am the one harassing? Any advice is encouraged and greatly appreciated. Thank you. What in the fuck? What in the hell? Okay, at first I was like, this reminds me of that man that said he wanted to fuck me because I reminded him of a cousin he's always wanted to fuck, but now this is just a true crime. I don't even know what's happening, okay? I feel like I'm a detective with like a corkboard trying to put the fucking shit together. What? Someone said, damn, you didn't dodge a bullet, you dodged a cannonball by the looks of it. Good God. Yeah, I don't even know what's happening here. I don't know how old she is. She's on Facebook, so she's got to be like old enough, but then he's trying to frame the mother. I just really don't understand what's happening here, and I'm leaving with more questions than I started with. Yeah, anyways, back to it. I don't know what the fuck to say. Okay, last one. Oh no. This guy said, the girls in the Midwest are awful too. I'm from the Midwest. There's a mix of entitled, I am the table types, and princess mentalities mixed with corporate boss babes, and that take themselves way too seriously / feminist types here. Good God. She said, LOL, I probably fall within the corporate boss babe category. I own a small business and I strongly support women's rights. No worries if that's a deal breaker. It should be a deal breaker for you, babe. Dude said, no necessarily. It's more so just that if females wanted to make more money, then got granted that, they cannot realistically expect men to make even more money and only select for resources at the same time. The traditional woman selected for resources and wanted to be mom. What? Yet now they select for resources in a world where men are not able to provide because the government shut that shit down by doubling the tax base. Women today want to be breadwinners, but still will only marry men who make more than them. Did you ever stop to think about this? How many men actually make a ton? It's really not realistic. She laughed, reacted to that. I'm sure there are plenty of women that have high expectations for their partners, but in no way is that a generalization, a fact across the board. The only thing I care about in consideration to my partner's finances is if they can support themselves and are financially reasonable. I pay for myself with the expectation that they do the same. Giving is one of my love languages, but I expect that to be reciprocated, whether that be thoughtful handmade trinkets, a physical gift for holidays, things I know make them smile during a hard week, etc. He said, that all sounds pretty legit. The two things that men and women have to face in dating today is, for men, Oh no. How do I stand out amidst the crowd of all of her other options? Sounds like reminds me of the pickup artist that was like, tell her that her eyes look like blueberries and you want to eat them or something. I'll insert the clip.
Today, I'm talking about picking up women in bars and clubs. Flirting. What is it? In other words, if I see a girl with blue eyes, I might say, wow, your eyes are like blueberries. Wait, can I actually, I'm kind of hungry. Can I have? That is fun, and we'll get a girl giggling within moments. But now notice what happens if I don't smile, if I bring my energy level lower, and if my voice tone is flat. Hey, I really like your eyes. They're blue like blueberries. Can I touch them? Can I have them? I'm hungry. It's just strange. One of the keys to flirting is to actually let the other person know through your voice and through your smile that you are flirting. Flirting. What is it? It's just strange. Now, who are the best flirts in the world? They're actually little kids. It's just strange.
I had to come back on here. Because wow, did I forget how insane this video is? What? Like, okay, this is a whole other side quest to this video. I am so sorry not beating the ADHD allegations today, but what I've already included is fucking crazy. Calling children who are not flirting, because they have no concept of what flirting is yet, the best at flirting is already diabolical. But now, oh my god, this light is heavenly. Ooh, that's because this is about to send me to heaven. Okay, finishing, this is like a minute long video. I don't know how this guy is so unhinged in a minute. But everybody that I know named Alex sucks. So that kind of makes sense. Male, female, every Alex I've met has been awful. Except, actually, that's not true. I feel like I've met some cool ones. But this one, he's giving very Alex. Sorry, my camera cut off. It's, I'm being silenced by Big Alex. But anyway, so now he's extrapolating and expanding on why he thinks the best flirts are children by saying, oh, they can role play well, and that's another good way you can role play. And I'm gonna play you his role play because he's like, you should go up to a woman and pretend when there's be like so silly that you guys are a divorced couple and be like, crazy seeing you here in the park. I saw you took the kids. That's cool, you can have the house, like no worries. I'll just take the dog, you have a nice life. And he's like, imagine what a fun scenario that would be. Are you out of your mind?
One way to do it is through role play. For example, I might imagine that me and the girl I just met are actually husband and wife, and we're negotiating a divorce. So I can say, babe, I'm sorry I had to do this. Sorry I had to break this to you here, but it's over, 10 years, I had some good times, but, you can keep custody of the kids, you can keep the house, I'll keep the dog, because, Buddy, I trained Buddy myself, and, he's a good dog, so bye now. Have a good life. I'm sorry this whole divorce thing worked out this way. See, that's one thing that you can go into that's a little strange, fun, and it puts you in a situation that would take you years to get into in real life.
First of all, he's already talking about girls' eyes are like blueberries, pick them out, eat them. Bro said, this puts them in a fun, silly, strange situation that would take years to get to in real life. It would take years to get divorced? Is that the goal? It would take you years to get to a bitter, resentful, hateful, horrible place like this. So you're gonna want to speed run it and make her hate you early. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. And I know somebody who flirts like this. And I ended up having to change my damn locks because of that man, because he came into my house unannounced with breakfast like it was a rom-com. Okay? So if a guy tells you that your eyes are like blueberries and he wants to eat them, he's gonna eat your eyes. He's gonna eat your face. Okay? I can't imagine somebody coming up to me going, oh my god, so the divorce was brutal. Anyways, nice choice of cereal.
Another way to do things is take things to the extreme. If I mention blueberry eyes, I might just say that off the cuff. But I'll take that to the extreme of, what if her eyes actually were blueberry? What if I was a chef? What if I wanted to make a blueberry cake? What if the blueberry cake won the World's Fair of being the best blueberry cake in the world, and it was all because of her eyes, but now she has a medical condition because she doesn't have any eyes anymore because of the blueberries, and you can see how all these things...
Is this a prank, bro? Am I being pranked? This can't be serious. Am I being pranked? Maybe this Alex is the best prankster in the world. This has to be a prank.
So remember, have fun, role play, and remember the kid in you who's the great flirt. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, sorry, I had to shower from that. I felt dirty. And now with this hair and these bangs, I feel like like somebody's dad, but also like a really cool like neighborhood mechanic. Your truck's broken, dude, but I'm gonna crack open a beer and I'm gonna fix it. Yeah, the Truck Dave. Truck Dave, that's what they call me. Or like an aerobics class, but I fear they do make me look like maybe Lord Farquaad is what I'm getting. I'm not sure. But what I am saying is that this video is fucking insane, and I feel like he's being serious. And if not, then he's a really good actor. But, yeah, sorry for the side quest. I did not mean to react to basically this whole video, but it just kept getting worse and worse. That's what men do. You guys are crazy. Also, this is gonna be coming out. This video is gonna be coming out the same day that I'm making this. So I think you should comment extra because it can be like our special little moment. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna eat this plant. I'm just kidding. If you wouldn't mind subscribing because my mental health is going down the...
Flirting. What is it? It's just strange.
And for women, do tell what our biggest opposition is. How do I suss out the bad ones from the good? I hear dating experts say this a lot. Okay, so you're watching the pickup artist that I'm talking about. Except, I think men also need to be cautious because women aren't always brutally honest. Tell me I'm fatter than my pics or that I'm boring. Give me feedback that's real, lol. So you're telling me if you went on a date with a girl and she was like, you look fat as fuck, like you wouldn't just kill her or something? Please. Okay. Don't appreciate the honesty, huh? She didn't answer. She said, no, I greatly appreciate honesty. I just don't find your perspective particularly attractive. He said, yeah, typical. Can never be honest with the privileged women. You're all trash. It's hysterical to me how you all preach that you want open communication. Then when we give it to you, you're like, ew. I don't find that attractive. She said, I'm by no way privileged. I've worked 7 days a week, 12 hours a day for years to get where I am. But I'm not interested in someone who compares genders like there is a winner and a loser. It is about partnership and equals. Also, my SD card is full, so the video is probably gonna go out, but I'm gonna continue to read this instead of starting and stopping, because I gotta go. She said, take a long look at what you typed out, and maybe you'll see why someone might not want to jump on board. He said, I don't think anything I said was unreasonable or untrue. I just live in reality. Is that what it is? I'm sure you don't have to work. She just said she does. You could find a simp instantly if you wanted. Men have to work. Hello, as someone who's tried to find a simp to do fucking work for me, you can't just find them everywhere, but if one would like to apply, if there's anyone that wants a sugar baby without the sugar, but just wants to pay me for my dazzling personality, please do let me know. Send an email to corporate, thank you. She said, you are bananas, haha. Like I previously mentioned, I own and operate a business, literally. I also freelance for another business 3 days a week. This results in me working 7 days a week. I have no interest in a simp, as you say, but in your mind, that probably means any man that isn't an alpha. Dude, you have been red-pilled so damn hard and I pity you. He said, no, I mean, you could just find a rich guy and never work. But didn't you just say at the beginning that women are privileged and don't have to get it out the mud, and now this girl does get it out the mud and you hate it? I don't know, okay. She said, I have zero interest in being a housewife. He said, but that's okay. I don't find your perspective particularly attractive. You really fucking got her there. You fucking got her by using her own very logical, reasonable, emotionally intelligent reason for not talking to you and used it against her. You're such a fucking boss, dude. You're such a boss. He said, how empathic. How dare I be human? Bro, why are you crashing out right now in her DM? Also, pause. Okay, I'm back in with the headphones because wasn't this man the one that was like, call me fat, call me ugly, tell me I'm hairy, tell me I look like a freaking a meatball, tell me that my ears are stupid and big, tell me that my feet are splayed out at awkward angles. And all this woman said was, yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out. I don't find your point of view very attractive. And he was like, bro, what? You fucking bitch. Like, how dare you? How dare you say that? Like, bro, what? You literally said be as brutally honest as you possibly can, and then somebody was honest in a very nice way, and you're like, crashing the fuck out. I literally can't do this. Okay, anyways. This is wild work. This is why I don't like Hinge, because this is what it looks like. Is it Hinge? No, it actually looks like regular text. I don't know. Anyways, she said, all good, dude. Best of luck in Montana. I hope your contract is short. He said, I won, you lost. Have fun in your fairy tale fantasy world where you don't have to understand. Oh no. Have fun in your fairy tale fantasy world where you don't have to understand alternative thought due to simps just saying what you want to hear. What part of she does not keep men around that just gas her up do you not understand? Where are you getting simps from? She literally said, I'm not interested in simps. What the fuck? And you want to talk about not being capable of alternative thought? I'm stuttering, bro. Not being capable of alternative thoughts? How about she has been giving you alternative perspectives this entire time and you're pissing and crying like a little baby? Oh my God. Okay. Real badasses like me speak their mind. Okay. All right. She said, again, a confirmation that you consider a relationship to have a winner and a loser. I feel sorry for you. Quote unquote, real badass. Adorable. Uh-oh. You know that's gonna piss him off. He said, I don't understand the winner/loser thing at all. Yeah, we get that. She said, obviously. He said, the not finding my perspective attractive comment speaks volumes. Like, that is so disgustingly inhuman. I'll tell that to an R victim? No. What? Why did we go down this path? Mommy, I want to go home. I don't like it. Nope. Take me to Mars. I'm over it here. Nope. First of all, why would you tell an R-word victim that their perspective is unattractive? That wouldn't even make sense. Okay, anyways, she said, haha, you are reaching so hard, sweet pea. This emoji. Just can't stand to be rejected. That we have to make it a big deal. I was respectful through this whole string of bullshit. She was. He said, just tell me what was so unattractive about my perspective, bro. I'm not gonna say this is an only man problem, but for the love of God, if someone just does not find you attractive, just let it the fuck go. Not everyone has to find you attractive. It truly is not that big of a deal. There are people that don't find me attractive. There are people that I don't find attractive. It is not that big of a deal. Like I said, it is not someone's responsibility to sit here and go through a fucking itinerary, fucking dissertation of why they don't like you, what you could have done differently. It's sometimes you're just not compatible, man. That's it. I just find that statement so frustrating. Like, I can't be myself? No, not if you're like this. You shouldn't. Shouldn't everyone be able to do that? If being yourself means being just incredibly misogynistic and tone deaf and just an ass, then no, everyone should not be able to do that. She said, you can, but it doesn't mean I have to like you, period. He said, you clearly aren't even able to answer a question or address anything directly, so get lost, bitch. Okay, well, yeah. All right. Holy freaking wow. It's gonna make my birthday go downhill, okay? I can't do this. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. And now we're gonna go to the outro. Let it go, let it go. Going to the outro. Well, that's all that I have time for today because I actually have a date myself. And am I going to leave that part in? Maybe. Maybe I'll cut it. But at the end of the day, it's hot and my boobs are sweating because the temperature is too hot in this house. So I'm gonna go. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, listen to my music. Tell me what your favorite story was. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me if you want to see other things. I don't know. Tell me about the bangs. I don't know. Figure it out.
Sometimes I think about what you'll look like. Others, I just enjoy the feeling.
And in the meantime, I really like me, myself, and I. Oh, because it seemed like, you know, it seemed like my soulmate taking a sweet old time.